I roared like a ravenous animal. Whatever I had become, it was no longer human. It was then that it hit me. The reason monsters were attracted to my family, the reason that my family is so good at killing monsters, is because we're monsters ourselves. As I ran on all fours towards the flying creature, it was obvious. My speed was enhanced, my strength was crazy, not to mention, my attitude was confident and cocky. This wasn't me at all. Before I could actually approach the flying creature and give it my final blow, a familiar thud got my attention from behind. I stopped and pulled a sword handle out of my mouth. I turned around slowly to see a familiar creature. Not only did my anger rise, but a growl escaped my throat. The familiar roar of the Chihuahua made my back tense. This was it. The payback that was going to be all too sweet. A smirk crossed my face. Revenge will be mine, I thought. I ran forward with my newfound speed, but to my surprise, I noticed the Chihuahua wasn't frozen in time like the other creature was. It seemed to adjust to my speed and slammed its fist in my path. I barely dodged the fist and ended up stumbling and falling on the gravel. I grimaced as rocks and some sticks bruised and poked my back. How the fuck is he faster than me? I literally froze the other creature in time. I had no time to think. In a split second, a shadow cast over me. My eyes widened in fear. Before I could even inhale all the way, a powerful kick dug its way into the side of my ribs. The crack of my ribs was all I heard when my body was tossed into the air like a rag doll. My eyes slowly fluttered closed, but the radiating pain in my left ribs kept me conscious. The trunk of a tree hit the middle of my back, knocking the air out of me. Struggled breaths escaped my lips as I lay limp on the tree trunk. My bloodlust seemed to be over, because now I could hear Shanice in my head again. Darren, you need to run. Your abilities are enhanced, but I don't think you can handle the Chihuahua. I winced as I finally began to breathe. I can't move, Shanice. I think my back's broken. Shanice's voice became panicked. You need to move, Darren, or else it'll come back and get you. I tried to move, but I wasn't able to move anything but my eyes and mouth. The ground shook with each step the Chihuahua took towards me. He was at least 30 feet away, but this creature closed the gap in mere seconds. The only thing I could do was grimace my teeth and face reality. I was gonna die, just like Shanice and my parents. The Chihuahua licked its teeth as it moved forward. I closed my eyes, expecting to feel death imminently. Instead, I heard a loud sound come from above me. A bright light followed that even caught the attention of the Chihuahua. I strained my eyes to see a meteorite leaving a green trail as it landed somewhere off in the distance. The meteorite was anticlimactic, but the Chihuahua went back to looking menacing. Once again, I closed my eyes, awaiting to die. I had made peace with my efforts. I had made peace with seeing the afterlife. As I waited, I said to Shanice, I love you. Shanice was silent for a second, but then finally said, I love you more, Darren. I waited for death, but nothing really happened. After a few seconds, I opened my eyes. I observed the situation before me. Why wasn't the Chihuahua attacking me? My vision began to clear, but my eyes couldn't comprehend what I was seeing before me. The Chihuahua was convulsing on its knees. Blood was pooling on the gravel. A figure stood tall enough to stand directly over the Chihuahua. It had a beak-like mouth and was gray all over. The creature had its long, spindly arms impaled through the Chihuahua's stomach before ripping it out. The creature then turned to look at me. I felt nauseous to my stomach. and sick as the creature's dark socket stared into my soul. Before my very eyes, the creature morphed and shifted. I heard bones snapping and grunts come from it. As my injuries began to take a toll on me, my consciousness left. Before my eyes closed, I saw the weird creature turn into me.
All of the viewers listening to this thread online, this so called warning about all of us and what we're here to do, don't resist. We will replace you and we will end you.